Hello there, Aquarius. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am doing your May 2022 Tarot Love Reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. If you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's get into your reading. Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. Okay, Aquarius. There's that just, something's going to happen this month that is going to be reminiscent of something that happened in the past. It doesn't have to be with the same person, but something's going to happen, and it's kind of like, your spirit guides, your angels are saying, okay, you've seen this before. You've learned this lesson already, so there's no reason to have to relearn it. And I kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a kind of imagine. It's kind of like, imagine if you could go back and do something differently, right? Well, guess what? You're going to have that chance. You're going to have a chance to choose differently this time. Really interesting. Something that you do not want to repeat. You do not want to repeat something from the past. You've learned that lesson. And I feel like you're going to recognize it. Fear, balance, hesitation, hidden path, detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. Okay. Yeah, Aquarius, there is something here. You're actually balancing out. It could be a little bit of karma that you're balancing out here, but it's definitely balancing out a lesson that you have already learned. You already know this wisdom. There's no reason to have to relive this. And it's fear and hesitation are preventing you, perhaps, from moving forward or from recognizing something. We'll find out when we go to the Tarot. So let's see how that all plays out. Yeah, go in a new direction. If, I feel like if you're with somebody right now and you're kind of questioning, it's somebody new, you're kind of questioning, there's, little flags going off. Yeah, okay, pay attention to the red flags. It's that type of energy. Forgiving and learning. Okay, so in the past, something may have happened. Part of the healing process is to forgive and learn the lesson and then move on, right? And it's kind of like, yeah, you've already learned this. Let go of control issues. I kind of wonder if the person that you're dealing with is controlling, or you may be a little bit fearful. Something's happening. You're seeing red flags. You're a little fearful about the situation, and so you may be trying to control something. We have heart-to-heart conversation and children. So we feel like, when we encounter a red flag, it does not mean that you turn and run, right? I mean, some red flags you might, but it does mean these things pop up when our fear, our hesitation pops up. It's about having a conversation about it. And out of that conversation, if you don't like the way the conversation is going, then you may decide to go in a new direction, right? But there's an energy here of making sure that before you go any further, you at least talk to this person about it. Or if this is a new person coming in, like, you get some information before you, if you're not liking the information you're getting, you go on a first date and you're kind of like not, feeling it. Okay, maybe you don't go on a second date. But if you want to go on a second date, you kind of make sure that you have the information so that you're not hesitating. There's something here that you're hesitating. This person, you may be hesitating, okay, about taking a relationship or even going out with somebody for the first time or something like that. And they may be a little bit controlling. You know, they may be like pushing you into going out again, or, you know, going out in the first place, or, you know, going somewhere with them that you're not really comfortable with doing yet. And so maybe that could be part of the control issues. But if you're hesitating, if there's something there, right, the red flags are blaring at you, it's time to, you know, take a look at this. Okay, is this, you know, having a conversation or whatever with that person, but is this really where I want to go? There's a lot of energy here of, you know, stop. And I don't usually get this much energy that's, you know, kind of like stop. So let's go to the tarot and get some more details. I'm going to look at the present energy, your area of resistance or obstacle, advice from spirit, and the outcome if you take the advice. But you don't have to take the advice, Aquarius. You have free will. So please make the best decision that is right for you. Okay, and I am going to anchor each of these with an oracle card. Yep. Okay, behind a mask. Somebody here is wearing a mask. The energy I'm kind of getting here is that, you know, you could be wearing a mask and kind of going along with a relationship or whatever this is, even if it's a new relationship. But I feel like they're wearing a mask. I don't feel like you have all of the information that would make you feel comfortable. So in your present energy, you have a consciousness of lack. So this is, you know, this is a little bit of where that fear and hesitation are. You know, Aquarius, I would kind of say that, you know, if you are resonating with this at all, of, you know, maybe not really wanting to go out with a certain person or continue a relationship with someone. Okay, there's a reason here. And there's also a reason if you're not walking away from this and you've had a conversation with this person and you're not getting the answers that you want, right? Part of that is, you know, you're not leaving the situation because there's something you're concerned about, leaving the situation and then not having something. You're more focused on what you're going to lose than what you're going to gain. So maybe this person, you know, is financially wealthy or something like that. Or perhaps you're afraid if, you know, you're in a relationship with this person that you will lose your own financial stability by leaving this situation or relationship. We have children here. So I feel like there's also this energy of being concerned perhaps about being able to see your children or protecting your children or financially being able to provide for your children. There's a situation here, but I feel as if you are acting or you are concerned. You're making choices. Let's put it that way. Not perhaps out of love, but really out of fear. And when we make choices out of fear instead of love for ourselves, maybe love for your children, the problem is that those are not necessarily the best decisions we can make. So let's go ahead and clarify this. See if we can get some more information. Judgment, justice. Wow, Two of Pentacles. This is karma. This is definitely a balancing of karma. Five of Wands, lots of conflict here. Okay, it's possible that you are separated or even divorced, or, you know, you've ended a relationship with somebody before. They're coming back around. You might have children with this person. They're coming back around. They want to balance this out. There's, you know, this sense of giving it a second chance. This is also about karma being balanced out. Something coming into balance for you, but you're a little bit in a negative type of energy, making decisions out of fear. And part of it is that you have a big decision to make here. with the Judgment card and the Two of Pentacles, you have a big decision. But I feel as if the universe is saying, listen, you've been down this road before, right? And because you've been down it before, I wonder if you're kind of like getting into this energy because you're afraid of the same thing happening that happened before. So we're going to take a look at your advice, but I feel as if right off the bat, I would say not to make any quick moves, but to also make sure that you're making moves that are good for you. Like you're really thinking them out and possibly talking to other people that you can trust about this situation. Because there's a sense that you really are making decisions, but you're making them on more focused on what you're losing instead of what you're gaining. And at first, you may lose some of your financial security or something like that. That can be very fearful, right? But at the same time, you would be leaving a situation that might be very controlling or abusive, not really in alignment with what is good for you in the long run, and maybe possibly, for your children too. So, yeah, this is your obstacle, travel. Not being able to, for whatever reason, to leave. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Three of Swords. Really difficult energy here. Somebody has really hurt you. So this is your obstacle, Aquarius, or your area of resistance. You're resisting leaving a situation that you may know is no longer good for you. Because we have the Death card here. We have travel, leaving. We have the Six of Swords, moving on from turbulent waters to calmer waters. The Seven of Swords, somebody is holding back. Somebody is holding back information from you. You're holding yourself back from leaving this situation for whatever reason. And I know sometimes, it takes time in order to be able to move out of a situation. So that is why your advice here is planning and action. Planning, how are you going to leave? This is right here. It's all up in your head. It's being fearful. But it's kind of like, you might even be talking about leaving a situation with your friends or your family, but you're not taking action. This is, I'm just going to think about it over and over again, right? Here is your advice. Yes, you need to make your plan to leave, but then you also need to act on it. You also need to put that plan into action. So let's see what we have here. My heart goes out to you, Aquarius. I think, you're having a hard time. Yeah. Okay, Ten of Wands, dropping the burden, and Ten of Swords. Okay, so Aquarius, some of you may have already left this situation, but now, you're having, lots of burdens, lots of pain because of it. But this also is a good indication you're at the end. There is no more swords or wands in order to accumulate. You are at the end. And to keep the hope of knowing that, you are going to gain your confidence. When you listen to your intuition, you will gain your confidence. When you go into your heart space, you will gain your confidence. You will be able to take the action that you need to take in order to move out of this situation and move into something that is so much better for you. So let's see what this loss is. This is the outcome, the loss. Okay, so let's clarify that. Three of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords again, and the Emperor. There's that controlling energy. This is Aries energy. I feel like, you may be dealing with somebody that, You know, the Three of Cups is an energy of third party. And remember, a third party doesn't have to be a person. It could be anything that is detracting attention from your relationship. But it's also an indication of somebody that, you know, drinks too much, parties too much, socializes too much, spends too much time with their friends and not enough time with your relationship. It's about dropping that burden of understanding, yes, you are going to be losing something here. It is going to be painful. But on the other side of that, okay, you see how she is like tethered to the anchor and the boat is out there. It's as if the person you're dealing with is out there exploring, having fun, doing what it is that they want to do, but you're tethered, right? I mean, that rope is tied around her arm. Somebody is controlling you, holding you to this anchor, keeping you on the sidelines, right? And so you're feeling as if you're losing this person. You know, once again, there's something that is pulling them away from the connection. You feel that loss because this is a person that you really care about. And yet at the same time, you know that if you don't make a change, you're just going to be tethered here. You're never going to be able to leave the shore. You're never going to be able to live the life that you were meant to live. This is, you know, being tethered to something because of somebody else, not because you want to be there. This is really, truly a calling for you to love yourself and to go in the direction that you want to go in. That's the best for you. And at this time, it could be really difficult. You know, I'm wondering for some of you, this person that you're dealing with could have stopped drinking for a while or stopped having third parties. You know, they could have maybe, you know, whatever the third party is and this energy is, they may have stopped for a while. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think that's started again. It's about learning from the past. You are having the opportunity to choose not to go down the same path that you went down before with this person. This person, okay, is going back to whatever it is that they were doing in the past, that they may have said that they stopped, right? But they really truly haven't, or they are about to start again, or you start having, you know, you have the red flags, you're starting to see, you know, some of the indications that this third party, this other energy is back. And it could be in another form. It doesn't have to be in the same form. But there's this situation, yeah. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? Yeah, I don't think you're having any fun here. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work? Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. Yeah, I feel like you are kind of like, no, I'm tied to the situation. It's causing you to be very serious, which is completely understandable, right? It's causing you to be very serious, and yet at the same time, because you're so serious about it, by stepping into just taking an hour, okay, 30 minutes, whatever you can spare to have some fun will help you to get out of this energy so that you can see this situation for what it truly is and get a clearer picture of what your next step should be. Because remember, your advice is plan and act, right? Taking action on this. Okay, so this is interesting. All three air signs have had this embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. You know, I feel it's funny because Geminis had the same card, but their energy with it was a little different. Libra had this card, but it was a little different. And Aquarius, I'm going to say that I think it is different for you too. I think that this person is helping you to open up to the fact that your missing piece is making choices from your heart, doing things, making choices to put yourself as a top priority. To not allowing whatever this, this is over here. Excuse me. Your missing piece here is your love for yourself, your understanding of how worthy you are, and how worthy you are of being with somebody that doesn't have their energy, their time, their thoughts, their heart in some other situation. That their time, energy, love, heart, joy, abundance is all tied up to your relationship with them. Well, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation. I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. But please be kind and gentle with yourself as you're going through this. Really spend time with people that help to uplift you, to help you play. Because remember, having more play in this situation or play outside of this situation will help you to see the situation better. All right, I'll leave it there. Much love and light to you. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.